What is going on, guys? It is Zach, and today we are going to talk about some abilities for Mega Evolution. Uh, we already know two of them, Frostlass and Dragonite, were officially revealed, but with the Pokemon Home update bringing compatibility to Legends ZA, we got some data from Cryphotics, data mining the Pokemon Home, and we see that there are four abilities added in, and so we know two of them already, Dragonize and Mega Soul, which are the abilities for Mega Feraligatr and Mega Meganium. But then there are also two more, and there are actually blank spots in between, which means there's four new abilities that we haven't seen or don't know yet. So that's really fascinating. But we're going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about Frostlass and Dragonite very quickly because that's old news at this point, and I just haven't talked about them yet. But Frostlass goes into snow warning, so it will set up the snow automatically, which gives you the chance to set up Veil, turn 1, and change the weather upon Mega Evolution. Now, this is pretty good, especially with the snow buffs adding to the defense of this Pokemon. Frostlass definitely needs it, but it's in a weird spot with its speed because you want the high speed, but at the same time, if say you're going against a Charizard Y, uh, those are slower, so they could get their sun up if they Mega Evolve the same turn as you. So it's kind of weird. Do you want to run Modest? Even Modest, if you want to underspeed the Charizard, and even that's like not the best idea because you're an Ice type. So it's definitely really strong though. You can get Veil, you can get 100% accurate Blizzards, and you can support them on next to you with the snow warning and the Veil and the Blizzard. So there's definitely a lot to work with Mega Frostlass, and I'm excited to give it a try. Next up is Mega Dragonite. Mega Dragonite's ability is a bit of a bummer because it really didn't change. It's actually multi-scale. Multi-scale is one of the options that you have for regular base Dragonite. But multi-scale still does a decent amount here because if you can be at full health before Mega Evolving, you could potentially use the Inner Focus to be immune to Fake Out turn 1 and then Mega Evolve into the multi-scale, and you're immune to Intimidate, but that really doesn't matter if you're going Mega Dragonite because Mega Dragonite is mostly a special attacker. But Mega Dragonite seems really strong, and in all honesty, the loaded dice scale shot set from regular Dragonite is actually still pretty good. I've been trying some different stuff on Esther's Showdown server for pre-champions. If you haven't seen it yet, check out Esther on Twitter, and you can find the link on her Twitter account. But that is it for these two Pokemon. They were introduced a little bit ago, so we've known their abilities for a while. But today we found out, well, it'll technically be tomorrow by the time this uploads, but we got abilities for Excadrill and Scovillain. And give or take here and there, whether they're going to be good or not, I think Scovillain probably not. Mega Excadrill probably. Mega Excadrill has this ability called Piercing Drill. And what Piercing Drill is that it goes through Protect and does 1/4 of the damage it would have done if Protect wasn't there. So it's basically like a mini Unseen Fist. Of course, Excadrill doesn't have moves that automatically crit like Urshifu, but still getting a little chip through a Protect isn't too bad. Now you are losing Sand Rush on Mega Evolution, so you won't get the double speed anymore. But Mega Excadrill is a little bit bulkier and a decent amount faster and hits a lot harder, so you can run Adamant 116 and still be stronger than regular Excadrill. So there are some benefits there, and being able to hit through Protect, you can do passive damage, you can do chip damage here and there, and that will be good against the Pokemon with multi-scale, Pokemon with Focus Sash, just being able to get some damage here and there is really good, especially on Rock Slide because it does spread damage. You can still hit a protecting Pokemon while doing damage to the Pokemon that doesn't protect. So Mega Excadrill is definitely going to be interesting. A lot of people are saying that Mega Excadrill's ability doing 1/4 damage through protect kind of leads people to believe that Urshifu's Unseen Fist is going to be nerfed. I don't know about that. Because even 1/4 damage, if the move is always critting, it's still going to do a lot. But this could be a sign of an Urshifu nerf, which is good for Mega Excadrill as well. Next up is Scovillain. What Scovillain usually wants to do is to be a Focus Sash user with Chlorophyll, Rage Powder, Overheat, Spicy Extract. People use this to boost up their own Pokemon and use something maybe like a White Herb to get rid of the defense drops, or do it in like a misty terrain, or use it for a Pokemon that is immune to defense drops. I could see this being good with Metagross, weirdly enough. But you don't want, like, you want the Mega Metagross, so you won't use Mega Scovillain. But Mega Scovillain does have what could be a useful ability, especially with Rage Powder. It has Spicy Spray. And so what Spicy Spray does is basically it's Glamora's Toxic Debris, but instead of putting toxic spikes down, it actually burns on, it says any physical attack. I want to say it could also be burns on contact. I would have to say it should be like contact moves, right? I don't think it's just going to be like any time you hit Scovillain, you end up burned, because I think that would be too much. But contact moves kind of makes more sense. And so my only thought of how could you make Scovillain useful, and really my only thought is have like a Rage Powder Lead Seed Giga Drain set, and basically just turn Scovillain into a Leech Seed user that baits in burns. I don't know. It's really tough because it still doesn't have the best stats. You could just max out on the HP in bulk, but do you really want to use your Mega Slot on that? I don't think so. I don't know. It's definitely interesting. I am interested as a fan of Tyranitar. I do like my Excadrill Tyranitar combination, so I'm hoping that Mega Excadrill's ability is actually useful. I'm hoping that the little bit of extra bulk it gets in the defenses will actually be beneficial. Going from 60 to 100 on defense isn't bad. Getting a little faster and a little stronger as well. It feels like a solid upgrade for Mega Excadrill. It's just, is this going to be worth losing that Sand Rush, that immediate speed advantage? I don't know. We'll have to see. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below as we learn more about Mega abilities and coming down to Pokemon Champions. I will give you some more information. I can't wait. We have 5 days. 5 days until Pokemon Champions. I'm excited. I hope you are too. Till next time, I'm Zach, and we'll see everyone later.